What's up, everybody? This is Fred Richani of TSC Gaming, staying alongside David Dedeine, creative director of A Plague Tale: Innocence. We just witnessed the demo at Focus Home Interactive. Man, that was a visceral experience, sir. How's E3 treating you?
Thank you. So far it goes very well for us. Yeah, people react pretty well to the experience, if I can say. Yeah. So yeah, we're happy.
And it's very unique because this is taking place, I believe, during the plague in 14th century France, and it's not in Paris or somewhere where people would normally think about. Can you tell us a little bit about the backstory?
Actually, it's a story about those two kids, Amicia and Hugo, which are sisters and brothers, and they will be chased from the house, from the home at the very beginning of the story, and they will have to flee in this middle age, very brutal, and they will basically realize that their story is connected to a much bigger one. And soon we will realize that Hugo has a much bigger role than his size let us expect.
Yeah. Okay, and now is this going to be more of a survival game, kind of like a stealth game, a little bit of everything? Like, how would you best describe the game as far as genres go?
I would say first that it's a narrative, story-driven game, and the key element of the game is clearly the survival type of mechanics, a little bit of stealth, a little bit of action and puzzle.
And what would you say would be the biggest challenges in creating a game like this? Because we watched it, it was an immersive experience, seeing the flesh-eating rats, come out of the body. I mean, it was just great seeing the little Hugo, trying to help, but also not trying to survive as well. What was the biggest challenge for you in creating this game?
Good question. I think the biggest challenge is really, to permanently keep the link between the narration and the gameplay. Keep the gameplay interesting and challenging, and keep it fresh. And at the same time connect the journey of the emotional journey of the two characters, keep it true to the gameplay, which is the very, obviously there is technical challenge connected to this, the rats, the way the lights inform the behavior of the rats, all of this, the beauty of the game in general, the look and feel. But yeah, it's this permanent work about keep the truth and the authenticity of the relationship and the gameplay connected all together during the whole experience.
For sure. And what was the inspiration for a game like this? Because I'm personally a huge fan of great narratives and narrative games and everything. And this is just very unique. I mean, it's very easy to do something related to the military or royalty or anything like that during that time period. But you chose to have Amicia and Hugo, see it from like their lens, so to speak. What was the inspiration for you?
There is lots of different inspiration, and it comes from different people, key people in the team. I would say that obviously there is the graveyards. I don't know the translation. Le tombeau des lucioles, the graveyard, the butterfly of the graveyard, a Japanese animated movie, which is the story about two kids in the just after at the end of the Second World War, which is really about this friction between the innocence of two characters and the brutal world all around them. So it's one of the inspiration. In terms of gameplay, obviously there is Last of Us, which have informed everyone perception. There is a little bit of Resident Evil 4 also, I would say, for the survival type of mechanics and relationship between two characters. And lots of cinema reference. Recently, Macbeth was one of my favorite. The way they filmed an actual real world, but in a very aesthetic way, without tends into the fantasy, but keep it beautiful but visceral at the same time. So,
well, great stuff. We were definitely impressed by the demo, but we got to ask you a few key questions. What platforms is this game going to be on, and when can we expect it?
So, PlayStation 4, Xbox, obviously, PC, and it will be out, let's say, at the beginning of next year.
Great. Well, we're looking forward to it. We appreciate the time. Thank you so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the rest of E3.
Thank you very much.